Hey everybody out there, my name is Dragnix, and this is Sunless Sea. This has gotten a lot of good press lately in terms of Eurogamer, for example, gave it a 10 out of 10, and it just released to Steam. It is one of those games where it has an audience, I will give it that, and those people who like these kind of games definitely is up their alley, and that seems a little bit weird, right? Okay, if you like these kind of games, then it's up your alley, of course, but what I'm talking about is story-driven experiences, text-driven experiences, and less on action. And that's where I think when people hear roguelike, which this game has gotten some mentions of, oh, it's a roguelike, you almost sort of think action to begin with. At least especially nowadays with Binding of Isaac, Risk of Rain, and stuff like that. So let's just continue the story here. I just died, so I want to keep that in mind. And my next captain is taking up the sort of banner at this point. So I've chosen my background and things like that. So I can choose exactly what ambition I want. I can choose to see my father's bones. He was lost at the sea. You never knew him, but you often dream of him. I need to find him, return his remains to London for a decent burial. Okay. I can fulfill. I can try to gather 100 tales and learn everything I can about the sea and write a masterpiece and retire. Or I can just be wealthy. Well, I'm going to try to find my father's bones. So that is my objective, to win the game. Okay, cool. So, what do I want to be called? Well, you know what? I'm going to be called Citizen, because I don't want to be above anybody else. So, and let's choose an avatar here. I'm going to be, yeah, BioShock, obviously. Or no, let's see, Big Daddy. There we go. Alright, so the Gracious Widow, it is said that she controls half the crime in London. It is said that she is 500 years old. It is said that she can distill spirits, blah, blah, blah. It has paid for a memorial headstone to be set for your father. What does she know? So you need to find out exactly where this Gracious Widow is. Bring Stellek from Port Cecil or elsewhere to the Gracious Widow in London. Alright, let's see. This is usual with the widow. I have an interest in your father. I'd hope news of your headstone would bring somebody looking. Here you are. I have an idea where his bones may be. Perhaps you can recover, but first I would like to cover my expenses. I need something for my tonic Statilnac. Alright, so we need to bring Statilnac from Port Cecil, which I have no idea where it is, to the Gracious Widow. So, in order to continue things. What's the Labyrinth of Tigers? Okay, definitely not. So, in the city, you can do a bunch of things. You can go to the survey office and turn in your port reports. What are port reports? Well, when you go into a city and you stop at a city, you will get a port report, and that's sort of like what is going on in the city. And they will pay you for that in supplies and fuel. You need to do that because you need supplies and fuel. What else in London? Well, you got various quests here. I can hire more crew. Well, I've got 8 out of 10, so I might as well. Alright, 10 crew total, lost 30 echo, new total 40. And I succeeded the Hearts challenge, so I got more people on board at this point. That's good. I can offer passage to a tomb colorist. This is the first quest you always start off with, and so I'm going to do that. I need to take him to Vendor Blight. Alright, let's just go right now at this point. Let's dock, or undock I should say, and depart. This is your speed meter. So, I'm going as fast as I can naturally. I can go faster by hitting F. Please note that uses a lot of fuel, it ups my temperature of my engine, and it may occasionally cause my engine to explode. That seems a little bit odd. Oh, yep, you pushed it too far. Zaylor's scream flashes rage. Alright, quickly. I've lost 3 crew. I've lost 28 in my haul, and yeah. So, it punishes you for being impatient, basically. That's actually the first time it's exploded, by the way, which is sort of hilarious, but you can see where the problems are. If you're an impatient person, this game ain't for you, because look how fast I'm going at full speed. So, if you're not that kind of person, not probably the game for you if you're not willing to put up with, you know, slow progression. Alright, we have a battle cruiser here, I think. Yep, pirate. So we are going to battle them. There is a battle system in this game. You fire with your weapons on your ship. Now, I can fire, like, right away, but I gotta wait for this to get to the, not, you know, darkened state. If it is full, as in the border along it, that means I can fire and probably will hit. If it's not full, there's a little bit more chance for it to miss. All right, let's see what they had on their stashing here. Crates, and, oh, we got more fuel. All right, well, I guess I can't argue with that. So let's try to go up to the next location I need to go to, aka that Visa, the thing I can never pronounce. Vendor Blight. So we're going to go up this way. I'm not going to try to speed up because you guys saw what happened there. Again, that only happens sometimes. That's the first time it happened to me, and this is about 3 hours in. So keep that in mind. I think it's 3 hours in. I'm getting games confused. I've been playing so much Darkest Dungeon lately. Okay, Chris's point. Vendor Blight, here we go. So this game is very story-driven, and it's a lot of text decisions that you have to make. If you don't like reading, this game ain't for you. Trust me, it ain't for you. It's almost not for me, and I do like reading. And there's just a lot to go through at this point. All right, let's dock at Vendor Blight here. Slow down a little bit so we don't, like, go crashing in. And dock. All right, so it's everything I imagined, the absent friend. But there's something missing. Please bring it to her. This is where things can change. So, like the first time, I had to bring her something inside an eel, which was a little bit weird. Let's see what she wants this time. I need to bring a shady sort, a person from Mangrove College. Okay, interesting. So I need to find Mangrove College in order to figure out exactly what's going on. All right, let's go look at the town. So for the town, I can find some things. Let's see. Let's look at gossip. Oh, port report. Remember how I told you about those port reports? Okay, good. I got one. Let's go explore Vanderbilt. Okay, so we you know, interact with people and lost some terror. I'll get into that. And then let's go visit the curator, because he'll have some missions for us. Listen to a whispered request. Okay. Accept the commission. So he's going to give us a bunch of pages. There's a lot of story here that I'm not going to go into, because that's where the main portion of the game is, and that's where I don't want to spoil things for people. Just keep in mind, there's a lot of different characters, a lot of different people in this game, and they can react differently to you. All right, so I think we're pretty good in this portion, so let's look at the shops. Shops in London are cheaper than everything else. So if I want to buy fuel in London, it's about 10, I want to say quid, but I don't know what the echoes at this point. Here it's 20. That's pretty significant. So you want to try to avoid buying things outside your main city, which, of course, is going to be a problem if you are running out of fuel and then just, you know, sort of dead in the ocean. All right, have I figured out exactly where this college is? Now, I have this map based on my past experience, and it doesn't look like I do. So I'm going to have to keep on looking. I'm probably going to go up here and figure out if there's anything up here to keep on investigating. If you are trying to play through this and, you know, trying to be cautious with your captains, I would advise doing that after several runs, because, again, this game wants you to explore until you can't explore no more. And you do gain from that. Oh, we got a series of bats here that I'm going to have to take care of. Come on. Missed. See? If I try to just fire randomly, it may hit, it may not. Anyway, well, that went pretty well, though, considering. Alright, let's go and grab whatever it is. I can take this, or I can just dispose of them and reduce my terror. Well, my terror is 0 right now, so guess what? I'm going to take the corpses. And I gave him some supplies, some food for my guys to eat. Not exactly sure if I want to eat bat, but, you know, if it's a delicacy in some parts of the world, question mark? Alright, so we're going to keep on going on here. The exploration takes a while, and thus this is where I see the problems with the game. If you're an impatient person, you are going to need to not play this game, because this game is slow and methodical at this point. Oh, what are you? I have no idea. That doesn't seem... I'm going to hopefully not die here. I'm going to go full power here and try to get out of here because he's going to probably beat the crap out of me. Please don't. Please don't. We're going to run for our lives here, basically, and hope that he doesn't come in contact with us. Tight turns. Ooh, the Codex. Don't know what that is. I'm going to go explore it. Okay. Oh, also, I hit the Z button. The Z will look for islands that you may have not seen before. So he indicated that there was something to my top left. Weather. All right. Let's go take a look. I'll come back to Codex. It may provoke the horn. Okay, wither here. There we go. So another port. As long as this guy doesn't decide to eat me. Angard Harbor. So, again, exploration and everything like that. All right, dock. Explore the town. All right. I can bet an echo on one of the simpler riddles. A tough challenge. A high-risk challenge. Okay. Sure. I will bet on one of the simpler riddles. Oh, I succeeded. Excellent. And I actually got some fragments. Fragments are lore. Lore, gather enough fragments, you could turn into a secret, which you can use to upgrade yourself and your ship. So, or, be able to trade with things. So, for example, right now I've got the surgeon. I'm going to speak to him. He's willing to take a secret and a secret to increase my pages. What are pages? Well, pages are, for me, is the rate in which you do fragments the secrets. Okay, sort of a back and forth there. It's like almost like the plus experience kind of thing. You also have things like veils, the speed and stealth and deception, where people detect you. Hearts, how much you can deal with around terror and your hull. Mirrors, the quicker you can find a firing solution in combat, aka how quick can I get ready to fire next. And then, of course, iron, which is how much power do you have. All right, let's actually spend a little bit on this. Lost a secret, but I gained some pages. Cool. All right. Simple enough. All right, let's go back to Wither. Gather intelligence. I got a port report from him. Cool. Now, some missions you won't be able to do unless you have these certain portions. I've got some terror, and I don't have the echo for it. This is for shore leave. All right, whatever. That seems reasonable. I can buy some fuel. No, I can't. They actually buy with stories. That's sort of weird, isn't it? I could sell my fuel for none. Really weird. Or I can go here. Oh, I could buy supplies with Tales of Terror. That seems weird. I can sell some supplies for some Tales of Terror. Again, not every currency is straight up in this game. All right, let's see if... Do I really want to do this? I guess I do. Other things in this game. You can always toggle the lights. Not sure why that's there, to be honest with you. Again, you got enemies. You got the lights here, and you're going to keep on exploring until you can't explore no more. Always keep in mind that terror will affect your crew. Your crew a little bit more scared. They're probably not going to pull through for you in the end. I am going really slow. Oh, I'm in the icy water, that's why. So I'm actually slowed down because I'm like, okay, come on. We can do it. We can believe in you. You have your logbook here, and he's probably going to wreck me because... Let's just blow the horn. Ah, great. We drew his attention. Okay, we discovered a lookout. So this is pretty much the game, unfortunately. In my opinion, unfortunately. Now, again, if you like the kind of text-driven game at this point, this is for you. Otherwise, I would say avoid it or pick it up at a reasonable price because it does have great story under the folds, and the roguelike portion is sort of cool. It's just that the action portion, again, not very good at action. In fact, pretty abysmal with action. and very slow going. All right, this is Dragnix signing out. I hope you got an idea of this game. I know this is a quick video. There's a lot of stuff going on. All right, later. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have a chance, leave some feedback and comments below. If you liked the video, hit that like button. And if you want more content like this, hit that subscribe button. This is Dragnix signing off, hoping that gaming brings as much fun to you as it does for me.